There are transmissions that explain mysteries, transmissions that confirm theories, and then there are transmissions that break everything, the kind that make scientists stop mid-sentence, stare at their screens, and wonder if humanity just crossed a line it was never meant to cross. Voyager 2 has just sent one of those transmissions, drifting alone for more than 46 years, deep in the black between stars. Voyager whispered something back to Earth, and this time it wasn't normal. Not plasma hums, not solar echoes, not interstellar noise. This signal carried structure, layered pulses, rhythmic patterns, hidden inside the faintest radio whisper, traveling more than 12 billion miles through nothing. And the timing makes it worse. The signal arrived after Voyager 2 went silent for 7 months, after NASA realigned the antenna against impossible odds, after every remaining system was pushed past its design lifespan. It came when Voyager should have been dead. It came from a region where no spacecraft has ever remained stable, where the sun's influence collapses, where the galaxy truly begins. And the mission team's reaction says everything. Voyager 2 didn't just send data. It sent something that feels like a warning, a whisper, or a message from deep space itself. Tonight, we trace the story from beginning, from launch to the moment this transmission reached Earth, and why this single fragment of radio energy has left NASA, terrified, fascinated, and unable to explain what Voyager 2 has truly encountered. Before we understand the transmission, we need to understand the machine. And that story begins with a cosmic alignment. So rare it happens once every 176 years. In 1965, space exploration was barely more than a dream. A graduate student named Gary Flandreau noticed something strange. The giant planets were lining up. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, forming a perfect gravitational staircase. A spacecraft could leap from world to world, using gravity like a slingshot, a 30-year journey, compressed into just 12. NASA changed everything. 2 probes were built to ride that corridor, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, designed not just to explore planets, but to escape the solar system itself. What no one realized then is that the same alignment would send Voyager into regions humanity had never touched. The same alignment that made the grand tour possible also made this transmission possible. Voyager 2 launched on August 20th, 1977, a modest machine wrapped in gold insulation, powered by radioactive decay. Its computers had less memory than a modern watch, and yet it survived everything. Jupiter's radiation storms, Saturn's rings, Uranus's frozen darkness. It became the only spacecraft to ever visit Neptune. It watched storms the size of Earth, winds screaming at 1,000 miles per hour, frozen moons erupting geysers into space. Then the cameras shut down, the images ended, and Voyager crossed a boundary where the solar system dies, the heliopause. Since then, it has whispered home across an 18-hour silence, but power faded. NASA shut down heaters, instruments, systems, one by one, just to keep it alive. Then, in 2020, Voyager 2 vanished. 7 months of silence. When contact returned, something was wrong. Data didn't match. Orientation had changed. The probe corrected itself. It shouldn't have been able to do that, and that's when the anomalies began. The deeper Voyager traveled, the stranger the physics became. Beyond the heliopause, nothing behaved as expected. Plasma surged, magnetic fields twisted, density spiked, and Voyager 2 crossed a boundary. That didn't look like a border. It looked disturbed, almost altered. Then came the hum, a low-frequency vibration in interstellar plasma, too steady to be noise, too precise to be turbulence. It pulsed, it shifted, it responded, like something idling in the dark. And in the latest transmission, that hum changed, as if something noticed Voyager. In 2020, during the blackout, Voyager held perfect alignment with Earth. That should have been impossible. After contact returned, magnetic fields bent like a wake behind a ship. Plasma behaved like it was flowing around something massive, something moving. Then the oscillations appeared, perfect intervals, repeating cycles, harmonics that mirrored Voyager's own signal rhythm. Plasma doesn't do that, but something did. Even Voyager's power briefly stabilized. Its fading heart surged just for a moment, and then the transmission arrived. Too clean, too stable, too controlled. Pulses embedded in silence. Silence spaced with intention. Gaps that matched Voyager's own telemetry cycle. Something understood Voyager's timing. Some pulses didn't come from the spacecraft at all. They came from nearby. Doppler shifts revealed motion. Smooth, deliberate, controlled. Not debris, not plasma. Something with mass repositioned near the probe. At one point it maneuvered. Voyager recorded the wake. Then came the final sequence. An echoed signal, shaped like Voyager's voice. Enhanced, not reflection, not noise. A reply, and it ended with silence. A beginning, a message, an end, a complete structure. When NASA aligned every dataset, the conclusion became unavoidable. Voyager 2 was not alone.
Or a message from deep space itself.
Something moved.
Tonight,
something communicated.
We trace this story from the
Something
beginning.
waited in the dark
From
between
launch
stars.
to the moment this transmission reached Earth.
Isn't a mystery
And why
anymore.
this single fragment
It's
of
a
radio
message.
energy has
And
left
now
NASA
humanity
terrified,
has to decide
fascinated,
what comes
and unable
next.
to explain what
Do we
Voyager 2
reply?
has truly
Do we
encountered.
wait? Or was
Before
this a
we
warning?
understand the transmission,
Subscribe if you're
we
ready
need to
for what
understand the
follows.
machine.
Like this video so others understand the weight of this moment. And tell me, was this a greeting, a warning, or the beginning of something far bigger than us? Because once NASA confirmed the structure inside the transmission, they did something they almost never do. They stopped talking. No press conference, no public briefing, no celebratory headlines. Instead, internal reviews were locked behind restricted access. Data packets were isolated. Independent verification teams were formed and sworn to silence. This wasn't about discovery anymore. It was about containment. Every past anomaly from Voyager 2 was pulled back into the light. Old noise logs, discarded fluctuations, patterns that once looked meaningless. And when those fragments were stacked together, a timeline emerged. The hum had been there for years, weak at first, buried deep beneath background noise. So faint it only appeared when Voyager passed through specific regions of interstellar plasma. But each time it returned, it was stronger, more structured, more responsive, almost as if something had been tracking Voyager's movement through space. One engineer noticed something chilling. The signal strength didn't decay with distance the way it should have. Instead of fading, it maintained coherence. That meant the source wasn't far away. It was local, very local. At the same time, Voyager's instruments detected subtle thermal fluctuations. Not enough to trigger alarms, not enough to shut systems down, but enough to suggest energy transfer. Something in Voyager's environment was changing. Then came the realization no one wanted to say out loud. Voyager 2 wasn't just passing through interstellar space. Interstellar space was reacting to it. Models were rerun with updated variables. Every known natural explanation was tested. Shock fronts, cosmic ray interference, magnetic reconnection events. None of them fit. The timing was wrong. The symmetry was wrong. The responsiveness was wrong. And then the worst data point surfaced. Voyager's orientation logs showed micro-adjustments, tiny corrections, measured in fractions of a degree. Adjustments Voyager should not be capable of executing anymore. They didn't come from commands sent from Earth. They didn't match any automated routine. They happened during silence, during the blackout, as if something else was stabilizing the probe or keeping it alive. That's when a chilling hypothesis began circulating internally. Not published, not approved, not acknowledged. Voyager might have been intercepted, not captured, not boarded, but examined, observed, possibly tested. The patterns in the latest transmission suggested mirroring behavior, learning behavior. Whatever responded wasn't random. It adapted. It adjusted its timing to Voyager's cycles. It matched frequencies. It echoed structure. That takes awareness. And awareness implies intent. Some scientists argued it could be an unknown natural phenomenon, a new class of plasma behavior. But others pushed back. Nature doesn't wait for signals to respond. Nature doesn't copy telemetry formats. Nature doesn't pause with intention. And nature does maneuver. One line from an internal memo still circulates quietly among mission staff. If this is natural, then our definition of natural is incomplete. The next decision NASA faces may be the most important in human history. Voyager still has power, still has a voice, very faint, but present. Do we send another transmission? Do we alter the signal, change the rhythm, test for response? Or do we remain silent and watch to see if the darkness speaks again? Because now that something has answered once, there's no guarantee it won't answer again. And this time, it might not wait 46 years.